You'll never look at the Asia session the same way again after watching this video. So the first thing you need to do is to download the sessions indicator. This one's called FX Market Sessions. Once you've downloaded the indicator, I want you to open up the settings, input your Asia session, which is from midnight till 6 a.m. That's in British Standard Time. Turn on opening range, then scroll down to the range settings and make sure it's set to 60. Click OK, and then the indicator shows the first hour of the Asia session, which is the initial balance. Now, there's two ways that you can learn and utilize this indicator to your advantage in the markets. The first one being the direction that price travels outside of this initial range. You can see in this example, price opens below with commitment, and once comes back to the range, it mitigates and continues to the downside. Following day, here's another example. Price opens below with commitment that first hour of the Asia session and comes back to mitigate the initial balance and then continues in that same direction. In this third example, you'll notice that the initial balance is in the mid-range of the Asia session. It tries to push higher, but also fails to commit. We actually get a consolidation sideways, but it eventually commits to the downside. Then when price during New York comes back, it mitigates the initial balance and continues to the downside. Now, the second way you can utilize entries using the initial balance, which is the way that I trade, is to aligning this confluence with liquidity. Notice in this first example, liquidity was taken above the Asia range by New York, and this retrace candle was my entry. Target a 2-to-1 or structural lows, and you have a high probability setup. The second position did the same thing. Not only did it come back to mitigate the initial balance, but it took pre-New York highs in the process, giving a retrace candle and then a 2-to-1. Again, once price committed to the downside pre-New York session, New York came back to not only mitigate the initial balance of Asia, but also liquidating the pre-New York highs, giving a retrace candle and then a 2-to-1 to the lows of the day. Download this indicator, give it a try, and let me know how you get on in the comments.